Yes, so it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever in the world you are. It's Jam Against, aka World Peace God. We're there with Psychotic episode 1515. Another part, because there's various parts of Psychotic episode, So this is another part from previous video. Don't know what the topic is gonna be about today, to be honest. I just thought to take out the laptop to record a conversation with the doctor, So I haven't received the phone call yet, so I just thought let me start the video because I always having issues starting a video, so I don't want when the call comes through, that's the time I'm trying to start the video and then I'm having issues. So I said, let me start the video, put it on pause for when the call comes through. Then, I can add whatever I've got to say to the rest of this video. So today is the 21st of the 4th, 2022. The time is 10:21. The weather is nice outside, sun is blazing, and the energy feel up today, to be honest. Like most days, it's like a glitching process for me, like most days I am up and down, Some days you will get me feeling all powerful, believing that I am God and I can create real peace with everyone else who's awake, not just me alone, but our thoughts and our frequency combined together worldwide and, making this big world peace push. That's how I think about stuff in my head, Like, for all who don't understand it, I call it the God frequency, I put it down to God because it's gotta be God, whatever energy force would want world peace, it's gotta be coming from the Creator. So this thinking, this type of speaking, I put it down to God, because I believe it's out of this world, and they saying it's a psychotic thing, meaning it's like it's mental, it's out of this world, it's unusual, but I, came to a conclusion that it's just a God frequency, and only the God awakening army would understand where I'm coming from. So if you don't understand, you can get to this level easy, easy, easy. You just need to care about the world, literally want peace among each and every human being on this planet, want the best for the planet, want the best for humanity. You just want abundant peace, you understand me? And I believe that's where, this frequency lies, this God frequency. That's how, it took me over, you understand me? This is what I wanted before I started to feel like this, so I enjoy it, I mean, it's, I've been calming down. Hi Janaya, say happy World Peace Day. Say happy World Peace Day. Come on, take out the video and say happy World Peace Day. You're not saying it. You're just giggling away. Happy World Peace Day. Take out the dummy. Be mommy, Zebra. Give us a nice face. Check her out on YouTube on Jimmy TV. JUMIT TV. She's on YouTube as UK future Prime Minister. Yeah. The videos. There's not much videos. Calm down. There's not much videos of her at the moment because that's a long story. But yeah, if you want to support her and follow her on YouTube, she's there. It's one of God's ideas. That's why I give her the title UK Future Prime Minister. It's a long story about that, and maybe I'll share it in another video. But yeah, today we call in today Happy World Peace Day, because every day is a World Peace Day for Ireland. You okay? You're nappy? Go to mommy. Mommy deal with it. Here, carry blanket. Alright? So yeah, like, Happy World Peace Day to planet Earth, man, because I'm feeling this frequency, and it's like, it's nice because I genuinely feel within, that we are going to be at peace on this planet. That's how we was in the beginning, so shall it going to be until eternity. That's the feeling that take me over, and I just started to give into it because it feels good. It feels good to know that we can accomplish that on the planet. Like, we could get there tomorrow, if everyone was awake at the same time and pushing this energy forward. You understand me? It could accomplish within a day, but doesn't matter how long it takes, I believe, and I can feel it within. You understand me? So that's why I embrace it. I believe in it. World peace. So I got no choice. Even when a couple months ago I was like, even every now and then I still get that kind of fear of, getting taken out, like Jesus, because I believe that I am that person to help plant this tree, help awaken this topic, so the rest of the planet can eat from this, fruitful tree, what I mean, because it's world peace. It's something what's going to benefit the whole planet. You understand? It will make we live in peace and love and righteousness on this planet. So, it comes with this kind of like fear of, the negative energy is trying to stop it, if you know what I mean, So what I understand about the fear is that regardless of what I am fearful for, it worth it, it worth pushing this agenda going forward, what I mean? Even, if when I think about losing my family, because that's the main thing, innit? Every man loves their family, I'm sure of that, like, so the fear comes from, the negative thoughts of thinking about negative stuff, and you can fight it, but it still comes. The more powerful you are, the more the fear come with it. The more powerful you feel, the stronger the fear come too, if you know what I mean, because it's a negative and a positive in it. So that's my understanding of it, because I would just believe this is even a learning process for me. It's an awakening, but you're still learning within the awakening, so to speak. So you just have to take every day as a lesson. You know what I mean? Like, for me yesterday, I don't know, man, I was so down, like, just from the moment I woke up, the first thought, the trigger of anxiety within, you know what I mean? And that anxiety just had me hooked all day, like literally. And I say all day, like it's that bad most days that you don't even want to leave your house of, fear of what can be, what could happen, or what might happen. I'm a big man, 40, big old 40, but yeah, this is like weird, like I can explain it, but the video will be like never ending, you understand me? If you know that I am at this age and I'm suffering, but fears come with a lot of stuff in it, what you're going through and what you've been through, you understand me? It makes you think like, wonder if that's gonna happen again and so on, so it's not just, oh yeah, you're 40, you should have been, confident and strong-minded and all of them, powerful words. Because if you're genuinely going through, what you call it, trauma or genuine stuff are happening to you at the moment when you're going through your spiritual awakening, it's not, it's not, it's easy in a sense and it's not easy in a sense, because I believe that you just need to, the person who's going through the awakening just need to be confident in the positive energy, the positive thoughts. God, believe that God is going to deliver regardless of what's going to happen to the flesh, you understand me? God, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're doing what you've been created to do, you understand me? And I believe to create world peace is what I am, created to do, and that's why I call it awakening, because I only felt like this for the past, I would say, a year now, but there was a positive building up and then an explosion to this, you understand me? So to believe about, here to fulfill prophecy and, one of God's army to create world peace, it's like some next level thing, you understand me? Like, I know even me myself know that it's weird and abnormal to others, but I still have to, do it because I believe it's my purpose, it's my calling, it's my mission. It's that kind of feeling, you understand me? So regardless of people seeing it as a weird or a mental thing, I still believe I need to go through with it because of, it's the purpose of saving humanity, bringing us back to oneness, so to speak, so it worth it. It worth it in a sense, isn't it? Like, it's so worth it, man. It's unexplainable. You would have to be on the frequency to understand, I believe. So yeah, man. Today I don't feel as low or I felt yesterday. Waking up with that kind of low mood feeling. Like, if I could elaborate more, it's a feeling. What if you're not strong enough? It will make you, go down thinking about suicidal and, all of the, like, some different type of low feeling, like will make you think you're not worthy in this world, you're not worthy for your family, you're not worthy for society, you understand, is them kind of low feeling. Well, there would be a thought where we'll say, just do it and done, just, go to the train station or do whatever it takes to, end the feeling, like it's that kind of a low feeling, and how I fight through these feeling is just believing, that I am here for this purpose, for creating world peace, with the rest of God army, what's down here on the planet. So I have to just constantly put that in the back of my head, like, don't take defeat from the devil, you understand me? This is your calling, this is your purpose, and, you just have to fight it and distract your mind from feeling and thinking so low, and it's for me, I don't believe it's easy, you understand me, but maybe other people are more advanced than I and I, so it might be just a normal day for them, but yeah, when I feel this positive and feel the power, you know, it's a feeling as if, nothing can stop God. You understand me? Nothing can stop God, even if this flesh is not around, you know. I believe the energy live on, it goes into another flesh and voice the power, cause the word is the power, so that's how my thinking is, if my flesh is not around, the energy still live on, so I put it down to God, you understand me, like there's a higher energy than I and I, because when I, cause that's how I'm explaining the thinking and the feeling, like when I think of the afterlife, so to speak, life beyond this flesh, I've seen myself, my energy with a higher energy, as if I've got a seat beside that energy, and how simple I can explain it is that I am the God, what before you need to get through to get to the higher God, so to speak. So I will have a terms where I say, I will be the judge to say, look, you have failed your tests, you're going to have to go back and get it right this time, so that's what I believe. Like, I've been here on the planet, loads of time. Me, myself, don't even know how much, but since I've been on this awakening, so to speak, I believe I've been here already, and, it's just, well, for me now, it was meant to happen for me to be awakening in this time, and it just, it's tons of stuff what happened will lead me up to this, but it was meant to be. It's like it's been written, so that's the feeling that I have when I try, look beyond my life on earth, the afterlife. I see my energy, myself, as one of the main disciples of the more powerful energy, because I can't see myself beyond that as a creator of this universe. I can only see myself next to the creator of this universe. So I accept that. You understand me? I accept that and say, I'm settling for this tiger, for this, level of knowledge, so to speak. Yeah, and I'm grateful for the position, because we have to, this is, you get the understanding that this is what you've been created for, and it doesn't matter how much you try and fight it away, you just come back. You understand me? Just come back. You try and thinking, oh, this is a bag of mental behavior, and even your thoughts go past that too. There's always a thought to fight off the negative thought, so to speak. So it's a thing where you got no choice. When you've been chosen, there's no choice. You just have to do your job. You just have to do what you've been created to do. It doesn't matter what the consequence it comes with, because you have no control over it. It's been created. Like how to explain. I mean, there's no other ways in it to explain it more than, yeah, just like the paper. It's been created to write on and to do all the stuff what a paper is created to do. The paper ain't got no choice. Somebody's gonna write on it. You understand me? So it's that kind of explanation. So you know, just expressing myself like this is a good feeling in itself. Because when you keep it in, it's like you can't even do that either. It's something is there saying, you gotta do this, and it's just nagging non-stop till you have to either give in. You know, you have to give in to the positive energy, positive thoughts, positive feeling, positive frequency, because it's stronger than the negative. So it's like a push and push and push until you break through. You understand me? So, I've been doing loads of videos regardless. I do videos when I'm in my low mood, do videos when and for some reason I don't get the courage to share them, and I do know, have an idea why, and alright, come back again. Sit down in your mouth, you still now say happy road peace day. Go on, take it out, say happy road peace. Ooh, alright, yeah, you have nothing to say in the video? No, you hiding your face now. Janaya, you well love to talk so much, don't want to talk now. I wonder why. Come on, show your face, love. Show your face. Come on, Janaya. The world wanna see ya. If you're the future Prime Minister, the world wanna see ya. Alright. So, take it up for you, baby. Your blanket. You gonna leave this blanket, do you? What? Drink. Okay. That's from Elijah packed lunch. You soon start get packed lunch for school. Right, so just pause the video for now and finish up a little bit later. Love you. Promote world peace every day non-stop. See you in the next session.
Without having any information of how what I give you affects the claim you're making. The only thing I can give you, which we can print out, is your medical summary. Other than that, I don't have any information to go off. But if it's just your medical summary, that's absolutely fine. fine.
I was told, sorry, go ahead, sorry.
It's fine, don't worry, not a problem. I'm going to print out your medical summary if you don't wish to elaborate. And then what we'll do is the medical summary should have enough on there that you can take to court. I think it's about more like days, isn't it, that you need?
What is it? I was told by one of your secretary that I can get a medical legal report, but I'll have to pay for it. So that's why I was a bit like, I don't know why I need to answer all these questions from you, because it's just a doctor's report, my GP report. You know what? But you are going into details as if I am answering to the court.
Okay, sir. That's absolutely fine. I'll put you back through to the secretary, no problem, and I'll see if one of the other doctors can get that done for you. Oh, take care.
So, you know, this is the issues. This is what I go through, you know, in my spiritual awakening, you know what I mean? Because, I was literally, you know, going toilet when she called, so that's why you missed some of the conversation. You know, I requested a medical legal report, and I was told by the secretary that I have to pay for this. And, you know, I put in my request yesterday, so I was told that I need to book an appointment today. You know, this is the GP, you know, my local GP. What, you know, they cover me for my medical. Any problem I have, I ring them up first. If it's not that major, before I go to the hospital. You know, if it is a major, like A&E kind of thing, I will just rush over to the hospital. But if it's like a little, you know, pain, what you think they can prescribe some medication for, you know, so that's what it's really about. So, you know, I just thought she's asking me why I'm suing, who I'm suing, and she just want to know too much as a doctor, right? And she even explained to me that she won't be the one to do it. It's going to be my main doctor. So why is it you need to know all this information? You understand me? Like, she's asking me question what I believe she shouldn't be asking, you know. And she's just, that's not how you deal with patients. You just get ignorant and hang up the phone on me, and I haven't even get to explain myself, you know. Like, I just believe that she was going in too deep, you know. I wanted a medical legal report about my injury. They've got all the information there at the surgery. So all she had, whosoever who's going to write the report has to do is go through my medical history and write the report. It's just, I believe it's as simple as that. You know, so she's asking me why I think it's my work fault that I am injured. Like, my job already accept liability and everything. So when she's going into details about them questions, it doesn't make no sense to me. So that's why I said I don't want to elaborate. I just want the report. I thought that's what the doctors do. You understand me? But, you know, this is why I feel so belittled sometimes, you know, because I don't see what I said wrong. It's because I'm being private about my court issue. Like, you just write the report. That's your job, to write a report of all my medical history. And simple. Me not ask you to add on or take off. You just need to look on what is there, you know, my history, and write a report from that. You know, she asking me questions what's not relevant. So I explained to her that I don't want to elaborate too much about the case. I just want the medical record. You know, and she got upset about that. You know, and I believe, you know, I get treated like this because once you put my details in at the surgery, you see that I am an immigrant. I'm not from this country. So, you know, this is the kind of treatment what led me to being on this spiritual awakening. Why are you tearing off my clothes, Janaya? I'm talking, yeah? Let Daddy talk on the video, please, yeah? No. Okay. So, there's loads. Whoops! You see that? Wow! Nearly. You see bubbles. Go blow it in the front room, yeah? You know. So, this is the kind of treatment what has led me to this spiritual awakening, because there's been so much of these treatments since, you know, I've had my injury. You know, like, I believe like discrimination on next level, you know, and sometimes I just say, you know what, maybe I'm an immigrant, that's why I get dealt with like this. But you know, I paid to come in this country, you know, I paid my fee all whenever I'm supposed to pay, you know. It's only last year, you know, because of Corona and all of that, you know, I had to waive a fee. But other than that, I worked, you understand me, I'm a working man, what got injured from working, you know. So I don't need to elaborate much in this video, but you know, I'm grateful for the negativity, you understand, because it makes me more positive. It makes me understand that I don't need to fight back with negativity. I fight back with positivity, because that is the ultimate power. You know what I mean? And see, before I even start this video, I said I didn't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know why I take up the laptop, you know, but it's issues like these you get to point out, innit? Because she just literally hang up and said, oh, she going to put me back through to receptionist. You know, I need this report, you know, for next month, you understand me? And it's a long story of, you know, how I got here. But it's a service that I have to pay for, so it's not that I'm getting it free. So she had no reason to behave in that manner. All because I said I don't want to elaborate about my, you know, in details about why I am doing what I'm doing. Just do your part of the job and write the report, you know, which I'm paying for. So it's not acceptable, these kind of behaviors. You understand me? But you know, we are up to a level that we understand negative and positive energy. You know, because I spoke to the receptionist earlier and she was so lovely. Like, you know, she pushed off a positive energy. That's how I thought to myself I could ring up and give a what you call it, a review about this receptionist. She, you know, she weren't, I guess she weren't, you know, make me feel belittled, because majority of the time that's how, you know, they make me feel, you know what I mean, just by speaking to them on whatever issues, you know. So I am here to do good in this world. I mean, no negativity push me back down all the time, you know what I mean? All the time you get negative. Look, I said today feels so nice, and here she comes with attitude and telling me, oh, she just literally hung up the phone. Like, that was so rude, isn't it? And she meant to be a practitioner, like a doctor, a professional person, you understand me? And that behavior is irrelevant, you know, like, how can you behave like this in you know, 2022, when we're all like trying to go to a better person? We all want to achieve good in the world. Majority of us, you know, some people just stay, you know, just let the devil control them and using them every day, you know what I mean? But it's it's all forgiveness, it's all forgiveness, because I understand that most people don't understand what they're doing, because of negativity can take you over like that you don't even realize that just your words affecting someone, just your behavior, just, your persona can affect others. You understand me? So, this behavior is irrelevant. It's not acceptable, you know, in God world. You understand? No need for that. You know what I mean? As if like, oh, I'm from Jamaica, so I shouldn't be suing no one or whatever. Like, it's the law is the law, you know. So these are the kind of behavior what make me feel like, wow, is everyone against me? Like, cause this is what I've been getting, every single, you know, like, if I should elaborate a bit, like, the previous lawyer said they're not representing me anymore. I can't afford a lawyer, so I decided I'm going to represent myself. So this is why I need the medical legal report to take to court with me next month. You understand me? And I believe I'm getting a fight just to get that too. She's telling me she's just going. I've got a normal medical report at home already. It's like a big book with information about me and all my appointments and that. I could take that into court, sure. You understand me? But a medical legal report is a bit different, It's highlight the specific, you know, issues. You understand me? And it's my GP. They are the one will know about you. If I'd born in this country, they would have information from the day I born till today date. You understand me? Whenever I rang up or whatever, whenever I take medication, when if I admit in hospital, every single medical history, what happened in this country, they would have. So it's the same. I've been here for a good couple of years now, so they have got report on me from that time till now. Oh well, but I can only before I was on a spiritual awakening, I used to, be wrathful about this kind of treatment, vex and cursing and, like saying, oh, some people so wicked and this and that and blast them, that's even one of the reasons why I say Corona is kind of like by fault, because I used to just cuss and say, look, I want the world to crash. These people is wicked. I need a shift in the world. I need something to happen that can wake up humanity, that to understand that we are not supposed to treat each other like this. We are supposed to be loving and caring for each and every human being, and do not judge. Don't judge people because the color or whatever you believe. You understand me? Because look at it. I'm genuinely here with my injury. I'm genuinely going through what I'm going through. You understand me? And I've developed a method how to cope through all of this. You understand me? And it's working. It's working for me. But then with treatment like this, it make you believe like, wow, they don't want me to cope in this manner. Like, I should cope in the way how they want me to cope, so to speak. Like, I don't even want to go too deep and offend anyone. I want to stay on a path where I don't, cause wrath. Like, cause this is social media is a big thing in it, and one little video can spiral out of control and get everyone, to be voicing opinion and stuff like that. And we want just positive energy to be going out in the atmosphere, so we can get that back in return. You understand me? So this is what I'm doing. this is what I believe in. You understand me? So for me, I get the understanding that you just need to forgive, because the people them who horrible and do bad and wickedness, they are in a sleep, and once they're awake, they will be changed from their wicked ways. That's the understanding I get through all this spiritual awakening. So it's just straight forgiveness for me, really, from me. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to ring them up back and try and get my medical legal report, regardless of her behavior, cause in a sense you can't use fire fight fire, you understand? You have to use water to out fire, so, but it's just like, when I'm in my low mood, if I get treated like that, I just go low, like start thinking that, yo, they're trying to stop world peace, everyone is against me, even the governments, and, like, and more you think like that, the more you get anxious and anxiety, like literally, just racing uncontrollable and negative thoughts uncontrollable. So I'm glad that I was in a good mood today before I speak to her, because if I had woke up on the low mood side, it would just capture me for days. That's because she would leave me thinking that, you know, because of world peace, the authorities are against me, they don't want me to accomplish world peace, so to speak. So it's just pure forgiveness, endless forgiveness. That's the only option I got when in a situation like that. When people being horrible or being unfair or whatever. Yeah, you just have to forgive, and you will find yourself at a place where it feels much better when you forgive than when you're wrath and be angry, because you could stay in that wrath and angry for days and attract more wrath and angry. You might imagine, I had, say how rude, what I mean, she's disrespectful, I'm gonna ring up, and I ring up and I cuss and I disrespect others, even probably someone else pick up the phone and I start verbally abuse them, and what I mean, it's just non-stop, isn't it? Because especially when you're going through like a mental crisis, you don't got no control when you're in a mental state of mind. So you're like, next thing you know, you might get people them coming out to come and get you, saying you're acting out of character and all of these things. So you gotta control yourself, you know, and do the right thing. You understand me? So the right thing is, you okay? Gotta control yourself and do the right thing. It's not easy, cause someone could be standing up in front of you, all talking and spitting in your face and, provoking you deliberately, and like, in a situation like that, you probably just dry your face and walk away. And some people are ignorant enough to just kick off a fight right away, so you can't take defeat from the devil, you can't take defeat from negative energy, you have to fight back with positivity, and that's why I'm here now, you understand me? That's why I'm here now doing videos about, world peace and positivity, and it's good for the planet, it's good for all of us, this is where the planet is going now, I believe majority of us is feeling it, and some of us not, but it does take the negative to push the positive out more in it. So in a sense, it's like we can't do without the negative, it helps to wake you up, so to speak. It helps to rise you up to the next level. Wow. Funny. I like this. You done it at school yesterday? Mommy's doing it. Wow, it's really nice. Mommy's did it. Mommy did it. No, Janaya did it. Ooh. That the hair, I got blue hair in sky blue. But it's the hat. Alright, I like it. Go put it up nicely, yeah? Don't make it get damaged. Yes, yeah. So, it's just, that is, if I can remember what I was saying, you cannot fight back with negativity. Gotta just, and the more you develop the skill of how to, fight off negative thoughts and negative behavior, the better you become. You understand me? Because it's just like when you're training to become whatever in life, a bricklayer, a firefighter, or whatever. You gotta train up in it, and then you become, a bricklayer. You don't just all of a sudden become a bricklayer. You have to do the training and learn from others, and you might develop a way how to do it quicker than others, so to speak. So I believe it's the same when it comes to spirituality, spiritual awakening. So going into court for me, yeah, it's a bit scary, because in one part of my brain it's like, oh, authorities are trying to stop you from doing this world peace, planting this world peace tree, and they're gonna like do twist up things to make it go against you in court and stuff like that. You understand me? And even I'm innocent, it makes me think, wow, it's just the world we're living in, like it's a world of positive and negative, so there's that thought in the back of my head, like, no one knows my story, because I just thought to let me just keep it like it is, what I mean? Like, it'd be good to know, say, if the world know that I get treated unfairly because of world peace, you understand me? But for some reason I just decided just to leave it. I believe it's the positive energy want me to do this, like just keep it between me and whoever I'm going court with, So it's a never ending process, when it comes to the negative and the positive, in a sense, like I said, the negativity is there to push you, but if you don't understand how to, like, what you call it, play the game, like, you're gonna make a bad play. You have to, when negative come, you have to play back a positive card. Someone play you a negative card, you play back a positive, and so on. You're gonna always be winning in it, when you playing the right card in it. Because if you go play negative with negative card, then you're stuck with negative in it. But if you play positive with, when the person play a negative card, you play a positive one, then you end up winning the game all the time, innit? So that's the route that I am going down, because it is the right route to go down. That's what I believe, and I'm gonna stick with it regardless if I, get treated unfairly and stuff like that. Like when I say unfair and discrimination, it's not hidden, it's blatant. And I'm sure a lot of people go through this in society every single day. And I mean, that's why I said world peace is the ultimate solution to all of this. Because if we had born into a peaceful world, there's no way we would have treated each other like this. You understand me? So that's why if we plant the tree now, the next generation can get to eat from it. You understand me? It's as simple as that. They would be born into a world of peace, where that's what they know, that's what they've been taught. So therefore they wouldn't have no choice but to be peaceful and kind to others. You understand me? So that is the ultimate solution to all this chaos on the planet. And I said it's a breakthrough science. That's why last year I came out, I felt so like, mighty and powerful, like no one couldn't tell me that I weren't God. You understand me? Even today I still think and believe like that. You understand me? Because I'm like, last year I was saying this is a new religion, and I'm glad I've got the purpose on the planet, and not knowing that, it's not so easy, like the negative energy is gonna be trying to stop this. You understand me? So that's where I'm at, a year after, still fighting the battle with positive and negative, and I believe that's what you're gonna get in this life. Like until we have a breakthrough in world peace, then it will be change for the next generation. You'd be surprised we could potentially be the next generation same way. You understand me? Because as I said earlier in the video, I felt like I've been here before. You understand me? And I'm not failing my test this time, because I obviously got it wrong in my past lives. You understand me? But in this one, it was just never meant to happen in my past. It meant to happen in this life. You understand me? So yeah, I am staying with the positive until eternity. I am keeping my seat beside the Creator and leaving it like that. Because as I said, it's like when you're on this level, you have got no choice anyway. You cannot, even when you do something wrong, you just feel so bad and guilty. You're thinking like simplest, like just smoke or drink alcohol, it just make you feel like you're committing the worst sin ever. So yeah, it's a feeling like that, where it's just like negativity cannot overcome positivity. That's my belief. Like positivity is the strongest force on the planet, and once you on that path, there's no turning back. You understand me? You might slant to the left some of the time, slant, because it's like, you're on a road, so to speak, and you go over the line some of the time, when you're distracted. Yeah, you know, like you're driving and you got the white line on the road. Sometimes you find yourself a little bit go on the white line, you know, and you thinking, oh, you know, shit, I'm going out of my lane. All right, come on, let's see. So, you know, you thinking, oh, I'm going out of my lane, and then you realize and you fix that back in it, because if you keep on going out of your lane, you know, you're gonna cause an accident in it, or you're gonna bad drive someone, you know. So you have to stay in your lane, so to speak. You know, so it's that's how I can explain it on a spiritual level. You know, you you know, you will slant some of the days. You know, you will make mistakes same way. You know what I mean? But you acknowledge your mistake and you just, you know, forgive yourself in the first instance. You know what I mean? Forgive others. You understand me? Because that's all it takes. You know, you can't be judgmental, because you know a lot of people going through stuff and they don't even know how to deal with it, and they express it in some way, like they take it out on others because there's nothing else. They don't understand. They don't develop a way how to deal with their stress and their trauma or whatever they've been through in life. You understand me? So if they get pleasure from being arrogant and treating others horrible, it makes them feel better than, you know, they give in to the negative. And it's just gonna take you till you realize that you have failed, you know, and you come back again, because you're not gonna stop till you get the job right. Exactly. So that's just my theory, you know. That's how I believe it all work. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, spiritual stuff out there, whether in books, in videos, or just by speaking to someone. You understand me? And well, in a sense, all spiritual come back down to the same thing, but you know, there's people who's got different ways of explaining it and how they think it's work. You understand me? And you know, none of the ways them ain't really different, because they all lead to, you know, the same thing. Really, like positivity, love, peace, righteousness, everything good. You understand me? So it is the same positivity, regardless what congregation it's coming from or who mouth it's coming from. You understand me? So yeah, you know, to get to this level, it all start from just forgiving yourself first, because you know the saying, or the Bible will say, the man that haven't sinned cast the first stone. You know, I even just got a flashback to say I want to do a video when you say the man that never sinned cast the first stone. I would, if you pay stone and cast, you have to shift like too much stone, you know, because it's not possible. You can't, you never go and shift from stones, because we all have, you know, like, there's probably a human being on the planet who have never sinned, you know, but I, you know, believe that, you know, what is sin, you know what I mean, like, you know, what if it's not what the Bible say, you know, like, yeah, thou shalt not kill. Your common sense will make you know that's wrong, you know, but what if you have killed an animal for food to eat, to survive? If that causes sin, you know, I would believe so, because you have killed, you know, you have done something violent, you know, take another species' life in order to survive. And you could say that's how God created it, but when you really look deep down, we have got choice, if we wanna sacrifice enough and to hold out and not to kill and to eat from the plant or whatever other source without, doing something negative in order to eat, so to speak. But that should gonna be a whole another topic by itself, to be honest. So, but yeah, I start this video today not knowing why I picked up the laptop, you understand me, and most of the time it is like this, So I just hope I connect to others out there in the name of world peace, you understand me, because that is what it's all about at the end of the day, creating a peaceful world for all mankind to inherit, and I don't believe it's impossible. You understand me? That's the main reason why I, accept a God title, because am I the only human being on the planet at the moment that believes world peace is guaranteed, that can feel it within? I said, yeah, because I ain't got no proof of no one else, like how I genuinely feel within my whole body. And it's like a knowing feeling, like, yes, world peace is guaranteed, you know. No one can stop it. You understand me? It's that kind of feeling. You understand me? So I accept it and say, oh, this gotta be God. You understand me? And, I've got all these explanations, I call it the next frequency, like, of thinking, so to speak, because in this frequency, it's like, just like how the movie The Matrix explained things, it's in a similar manner, like you can see certain things, you understand me? And it's like, it's like in slow motion, and you just bounce off what you don't want, and just take what you want, like, all what's good for you, what's good for the planet, what's good for humanity, and what's not good, you just and bounce them away, So we want to do the movies too, you understand me? Like, world peace is world peace, so it comes with loads of ideas about world peace, and I'm grateful, man. I can't be more grateful, you know. It's overwhelming grateful for this kind of feeling, because it is what we need on the planet to live as God, to be as God, you know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with that, if we all going to be like a godly being, what we don't envy, bad mind, grudge, or nothing negative, you know what I mean? We can go down to that level, we can go up to that level, but it's a belief, we have to put it in our everyday life, put it in our brain, live it, make it manifest, teach it, preach it, sing it, dance it, just make it take you over, you understand me? And that's all it takes, to create world peace, so this is why I feel so paranoid about going to court, because it feels like I've got the secret, and, the negative energy is gonna do everything in its power to stop this secret from going out. You know what I mean? But I just say what is to be has to be. You know, that's what my answer I will get from my positive thoughts. You understand me? And I got a feeling like regardless of what happened to this flesh, you know, and every other positive energy what's out there, what's, doing their job, what God has assigned them to do, you know, it's regardless if I'm not around, nothing can stop this from happening. You understand me? Not one negative thing can stop world peace, and that's how I feel, so if, don't judge me, you know what I mean, because it is just like you can see the time that we are living in, like the world is in a chaos, like the world's been in a chaos, so if you see so much positive stuff and coming out, because there's a lot of negative too, but you gotta look past. You can't just let that take over your mindset. You gotta look at the good too, and in my view the good has outnumbered the bad, in my views. When you look at all the good stuff what's happening around the world, you know you will see that it's more than the bad, you know so, and you just have to stick to that, regardless of all what's, even if it's happening in your life, just look at the good stuff what has happened and what's been happening. Even if it's one, if you have three negative stuff and one positive, that one positive gonna outweigh the three negative. You understand me? So if you can think of your life on that cycle, it's spiral out into the rest of the world, the frequency, positive thoughts, it goes out and it manifests, that's what I believe, so, the Bible say, so a man think it, so is he, and I think that I am a God, like, God, my spiritual energy, my what's within the flesh, I believe it's like of a godly manner, because that's what God wants and will do, to do good, create peace, it can be done. And if he gonna stay of believing that, oh no, world peace is totally impossible, then how you're gonna get out of it if you're gonna stay in that belief mindset as if the world cannot come at peace? You gotta fight it and think out of the box and believe in it as well. You know, you know, you gotta plant the tree and water it, nourish it, look after it, and make it start bear the lovely fruits so you can eat it. You understand me? So it's just as simple as that, to be honest. So I'm even grateful that the positive energy can give me the words to explain to the viewers them, and the followers, So I'm gonna end the video now, and I'll just say, you know, share my message, like, comment, if you believe in world peace, or if you don't, just, correspond with the social media platform. Keep this topic up and running, because this is This is where it all starts from, from the word, you understand me? From the thoughts, from the darkness, comes light, you understand me? So we had to, even if it start from one man, you understand me? Because even that in itself, everything start from one man, I'm sure, like, just the phone, it comes from a man brain, a man thought about coming up with something where we can communicate to each other, and he probably talked to someone else about it, and then they add their idea to it, and so on and so on. So it's just simple as that, that's how we can get world peace out there, so it's not as hard as, it seems. It's not as hard as it looks, you understand me? We all just need to play our part, and we will be on that road, of peace and love and righteousness, and as I said, if it's your time for wake, you will be awakening, and do what you're supposed to do on the planet. I'm glad I'm on this path, it feels good, regardless of you know, the negative feel. You just know, so that's there to push you to higher heights, if you follow it and say, oh, I'm going to fight back with violence and abuse, then you're losing the game, you're losing the game. Because look, I believe it's like when I got my back injury, it got me load, cause I need to, from Jamaica, I'm just like, I'm known to be working, hustling from in the market, you know, bag juice, $10 bags, drinks, cheese tricks, I mean, jumping on the buses, them selling, and that's from a little child age. I can't even remember my age when I started, but my parents and I, even though I'd shop in the market, and we used to just go down there on a weekend to help out, So that's been within me, you understand me? And to see my back injury and I can't go do for, what I used to do to provide, and it's not like I had other skill where, oh yeah, I can do some, what you call it, software, develop software and stuff like that, wherein I just use my finger, I learned to do manual stuff, like that was my field. So when the back went, it put me in a way low mood, like really low, to realize that, I can't provide for my family, I can't do what I need to do, you understand me? And I believe that will affect anybody, but now I'm here, believing that my back, whatever happened to me happened because I needed to get this awakening, you know what I mean? I needed to be, on this spiritual, road, so to speak, and putting out positivity out on social media, and, help to wake up the rest of God army, so to speak, so I accept it, and even this, I give you, I could Jamaican terms would say, give you a joke, yeah. Last year March, if anyone had seen them videos, yeah, I had to delete them because of various reasons, but yeah, I was like, I didn't know what was going on. I just thought I was God in it, and I was doing these videos, speaking as if I am God and behaving in some out of this world manner, so to speak, you know. And how I was saying, I need to speak to Bill Gates on the 30th of March, you understand me, of last year, 2021. I was saying I need to speak to Bill Gates. I don't remember what date in March I was saying this, but I was doing these videos and saying Bill Gates need to meet me at the BBC on the 30th of March to answer on a lie detector test. You know, I've done loads of videos saying this, but the joke is that on the 30th of March this year, my back completely went. After all, you know, I thought my back was getting better. I started to do these videos, you know, World Peace Dance. Check it out on my promoting, you know, World Peace channel, you know, YouTube. I've got that dance. You know, I think it needs to be a bit more up to date, but yeah, I'll work with it at the moment. It's organic. So, yeah, I, you know, went to Jamaica and back, and I'm like, yeah, you know, God is healing me and I'm getting better now. I can, you know, do world peace more. You know, you do got your days then when, you know, you think, oh no, this ain't getting better. But most days you feel good within your body and, you know, your health and your mind. So it was like feeling like, yeah, you know, I'm getting better. And then on the 30th of March 2022 of this year, the back went, yeah, got me hooked up in the sofa, in tears, literally. I even went doctors, and I was in tears there too, you understand me? And I just thought, like, why is this happening to me on the 30th? And I was saying this on the 30th last year, and now, you know, this happened to me on the day when I was saying to meet Bill Gates. So, you know, I started to think, you know, what Bill Gates, you know, done a ritual for me or something, you know, them kind of negative thinking, you understand me? But you just have to come to a conclusion and just say, you know what, it's your life, you know, whatever is happened to you is meant to happen to you. You just have to still carry on. You just have to still, you know, do the good deeds, so to speak. Because at first, you know, when it happened, I was saying, you know, the first thought came in my head, I thought, yeah, I'm crippled now, you know, like God's giving me a beating for blaspheming, you understand me, was saying that I am God. So I just thought, yeah, I'm getting a beating. But then I fight that thought off as well with a more positive thinking. But yes, people, I'm going to leave it here now because the kids are coming in from school now and the house is going to be noisy. So, promote world peace every day, non-stop, you know, in your own ways, your own manner, and just always do the right thing. Don't fight negativity with negativity, fight negativity with positivity. Understand me? And love life and live. That's the motto. You understand me? Love life and live. So when you love life, you know, that's how you go and live. Because you love not just your life, you love every life, and you do good, you know,
Daddy, help me.
to every life to make it works. There you go, Janaya. So that's it for this one, Psychotic episode 1515. Psychotic episode 1515. I gotta have a name at the end as well. Creating world peace. You know, so we leave it here for now, and I hope this, you know, wake up another 20 million of God army upon the planet. Save it, share it, likes, comment. Do what you do on these social media platforms. Love on the planet Earth. Blessed love.